Hi, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my John Deere L120 riding mower. This is my new used mower. My other one blew a rod this winter when I was cutting the field with it. It was a good mower and I just used them too much, but it lasted a long time, so I'm hoping this one will last me just as long. I got a really good deal on it. I paid $700 for it, which if you check these out new, you're going to see that's significantly less than the price that they will cost you if you buy them new. So far I really like it. I probably cut about 4 acres with it, plus I go around fence lines and stuff like that. So it does a lot of work. So basically, if you were to buy one of these and you were gonna start it up, the first thing you would want to do is tip up the hood like this. Come on over here, and it has a Briggs & Stratton V20. Okay, and you always want to check the oil before you start it. So here's the oil thing, and I was running it a little bit ago. So all right, but if you look at that, you want it to be up to the top dot, and then if it's not, then you need to add some. You always want to make sure you got oil in it before you start it. All right, and then you put it back on. Put the lid down. Okay, and this is kind of nice. It has a little gas gauge here. I don't know if you can see that there. You can see if you've got gas in it or not. And you fill it up, you lift the hood up, and it's unleaded fuel only. I put regular unleaded in this. With a larger engine, you don't really have to worry about the ethanol, so I wouldn't spend the extra money and buy non-ethanol gas. I just put the 87 octane gasoline in there, fill it up air, make sure that you get it on there, put the seat down. Okay, and come on over here. This is your height adjustment for the blade. Got a little yellow notch there. That's the suggested height for cutting, and that's where I cut it at. When I start it up, I always keep it on 4. It's just something I do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and well, actually, let me go over some of the controls with you. I'm going to go ahead and get on it. All right, and so this here is your parking brake. Okay, you have to have that on to start it up. To release it, the John Deere is different than some of the other ones, where on the other ones you just push the pedal and that's going to drop down. If you push the pedal, this isn't going to drop down. You have to push the pedal and push it down, and then that's how you take the brake off. If you're going to start it up, you have to push the pedal and slide that up, and then that'll keep it. All right, so can you get on these here? So this is your choke over here on the right. When you're starting it, you want to put it up some. This one I'd keep about in the middle. This is your blade. When you lift this up, it'll turn the blades on, and when you push it down, it shuts them off. You only want to do that after it's running and everybody's clear of the area. Get on this little thing here. Okay, now with the newer models, you can't go backwards with the blades going, so you have to hold this down. You push that down and you start going backwards, and then the blades will keep going, and then you can let it go. As long as it's continuous, it'll keep going. You don't have to hold your finger on that forever. All right, and then come around on this side here. Okay, this is hydrostatic, or they call it an automatic, and so you don't have to shift anything. You just push forward to go forward. You push this one to go backwards. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Hopefully it'll start up for me. So come on over here again. So let's get this thing here. So you got to have your brake on. I'm going to choke it a little bit, although I was running it a little bit, so I probably really don't have to choke it much. If you're running it, you usually don't need that choke. It'll start, but I'm going to put it up here to start it. All right, and you turn the key over here on the right, Okay, so just real quickly, check your oil first. Make sure you have gas in it, unleaded. Have the parking brake on. Choke it if it's cold. And then once it starts up, you put the choke down. You just push the pedal. Come around here, please. You just push this pedal to go forward, and you push this one to go backwards. And it does have cruise control that I didn't mention. So if you get tired of pushing that pedal, once you get it to the speed you want, you just pop this up as you're going and take your foot off, and it's cruise control. And then to stop it, you want to just tap the pedal again and it'll stop it out of cruise control. Or you can hit the parking brake, but that'll give you more of an abrupt stop if you do that. So if you push that pedal, it takes it out of cruise control. And then again, whenever you want to mow, you lift this up, all right, and the blades will engage. Whenever you want to shut them off, you push that down. If you want to go backwards with the blades on, you need to back up or something, you have to push this little yellow button here. And once you push it and are going, then you can release it. You don't have to hold it forever. And again, the parking brake and the brake to stop it over here. And this again adjusts your blades. And so I'm really happy with this for the $700 I paid for it. I don't know if I would pay $2,000 for it, but I pretty much never buy anything brand new. That's just the way I am. But if I had bought this brand new, and I know the guy that I bought this from has used it for a while, I think it would probably be worth the brand new price, because it's a nice solid piece of equipment. I had the, come down here, I had the belts. I hit some sticks. I was mowing in the woods, and the belts came off, and so when I had to like thread them back on. I'm not going to take this all off. That's another video. But when I went to take this off, I was like, hey, this is metal. On my old one, it was plastic, and this is a heavy-duty deck, and so the wheels were bigger than my old one, and so I really like this mower. I feel like I've arrived driving this baby around the farm. This is the best mower I've ever had. Now that being said, we'll see how long it lasts, because my other one had problems off and on, but it lasted for about 10 years. So if I get 10 years out of this one, I'll be extremely happy with it. So again, it's the John Deere L120 Automatic, and so far so good, and I do a lot of mowing with this thing. Talk to you later.